Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Today, as always, we're going to have another very special guest in our show. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome GAR students, Juan Mendoza. Juan, welcome to Masterpiece Show.
Hi, Mauricio. Thank you for inviting me. Hi, everybody who's watching this right now. Glad to be here.
Thank you so much, Juan, for accepting this invitation. All right. So before we start with this interview, let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe. Yes, in the Netherlands, in Scotland, in Austria, in Spain, in Germany, and in England. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Australia, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, China. Thank you so much. Japan, thank you for your support, and thank you so much for your messages. We really appreciate it. All right, and we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Colombia, Brazil, Peru, Argentina, Paraguay, Trinidad and Tobago, and of course here in Ecuador. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. All right, and well, we want to welcome our sponsors. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Class Pro. Remember, if you need different types of services such as advisory, Class Pro is the best option for you. Class Pro offers these services: advisory for educational and social projects, training for standardized tests such as KET, PET, FCE, TOEFL. Class Pro offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. Class Pro also offers you academic consulting. Yes, if you need help for your thesis, English, linguistics, and applied linguistics, Class Pro is the best option for you. All right. So remember, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, the cell phone number, and you can contact Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, and you can make the appointment in advance. Class Pro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, and store number 105. Remember, Class Pro, the best solutions for professional and educational projects. We want to welcome Yanapana Project. Well, if you want to practice English or Spanish, Yanapana is another good option for you. Yes, if you are learning Spanish or if you are learning English, Yanapana Project offers you online Spanish and English tutorings. Yanapana Project offers you document translations and also academic consulting. And they are offering this new service the chat rooms. So the chat rooms is the good way to practice English or your Spanish. So Class Pro is a good option. Yanapana project is a good option for you with this new service, the chat rooms, and the prices are very, very convenient for you, very reasonable for you. All right. If you want to know a little bit more about the good job of Yanapana project, remember that you can find more information about them on the social network sites, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. All right. So, and also, if you are interested in becoming and working as a volunteer, Yanapana is another good option for you. Yes, Yanapana is recruiting some volunteers to work in different fields. It is not necessary to have experience. You can learn a lot from each other, and that is possible thanks to Yanapana. So if you want to know a little bit more about the services that Yanapana project is offering you, and also the how to become a volunteer, so remember you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. All right. And now, as I told you at the beginning of this show, today we're going to have the opportunity to talk to Juan Mendoza. Juan is one of the GAR Scholarship recipients, and thanks to this scholarship, Juan had the opportunity to apply and to study at one of the most prestigious universities in the world, the University of Waterloo in Canada. So today, Juan is going to tell us about his experience as a GAR student and also his experience as an international student at this prestigious university in Canada. All right, Juan. So, Juan, can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Okay. Well, once again, thanks for inviting me. In terms of my academic background, I was born in Ecuador, in Quito. When I was 2 years old, we, my mom and I, moved to the coast of Ecuador, and when I was 5 years old, we moved to Spain. So I did primary school in Spain, and I did 1 year of high school in Spain. When I was 12, we moved back to Ecuador, and then I did the rest of high school in Ecuador. I went to a private school because I came here when the classes had already started, so I couldn't access the public education, so we had to pay for that. I went to a private school 2 years, and then we moved to a public school, and we finished high school there when I was 17, and yeah, that would be the gist of it.
All right, very interesting. Wow. So you had to move to several places during your childhood, during your teenager stage. So well, it's really interesting to know a little bit more about you, Juan. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. All right, Juan. Now, can you tell us a little bit more about your experience as a GAR student and also your experience as an international student at the University of Waterloo, please?
Okay, so I have well, I try to gather some pictures to show sort of to narrate the experience. Let me just share this with you all.
All right, thank you. In the
Yeah,
meantime,
but
let me send special greetings to all GAR students who are watching this show. Thank you so much to those students who are in Europe, especially, and also in Australia. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Um, Let me send special greetings to all people who are supporting this show from Spain. Thank you so much to all community over there. We have many fans in Spain, and thank you so much. In South Korea as well, special greetings to our Yache Tech students who are studying in South Korea, and also the Yache Tech students who are studying in Germany and Austria. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. All right, so I think yes, there we are. I don't know if we
okay, can you
can.
see this?
Yes, but can you maximize it, please? Can you
Sure.
zoom it? All right.
Okay, how's
Excellent.
that?
Perfect. Now we can see it. We can see it better. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, well, as I was saying, I graduated high school when I was 17, and as many people, I took the National University Anti-Exam, which was an exam that people had to take in order to graduate and in order to access university in Ecuador. And I got a fairly high grade on that exam, so I got a scholarship. So after high school, I had to spend. So I had two choices after high school. I could either use the scholarship to study pretty much whatever I wanted in Ecuador, or I could try to get into an get into a university abroad. So I just had to find a program that was good for me and that the scholarship would cover all the costs. So in order to do that, I had to spend the next year. I think this was 2015, probably. Yeah, so I had to spend 2015 at a leveling course, which was basically about trying to improve our English and trying to, yeah, try to work on chemistry, math, physics, biology, because yeah. So I took the second option. I went to the leveling course in 2015, and let's see if I can. Okay, so gotta say that I don't really have a lot of pictures of myself. I don't really like to take pictures, so I had to spend some time looking for this. But yeah, so we have the first picture here. This is a picture that from 2014, I think. So these are all my friends or classmates in high school, right here. And yeah, so if anybody is watching, so just hi or whatever. Then when I got the scholarship, so I went to Quito to take this leveling course, and I met some new friends, and yeah, so I have a picture here. These were all in my class from the leveling course, so I'm right here in the middle. So there's a mime. I remember we went for drinks, I think, and apparently I was afraid of mimes. So so yeah, there was a mime there, and it made me take a picture with him. But yeah, I think everybody in this picture, no, actually, yeah, most of the people in this picture traveled abroad and went to university, I think in the UK, to study, to complete their undergraduate education. So I went to Canada. I'm actually right now I'm in Canada. But yeah, this was in 2015. Then in 2016, when after all this leveling course, like by the end of the leveling course, we had to apply to universities and we have to choose a program. So I chose chemical engineering because of okay. So when you study chemical engineering, most people think that most people choose this career because they think they were great at chemistry in high school. So 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 yeah, when time passes by, and once you graduate, you learn that that's not a good reason to choose this career. But anyways, so I chose it because I thought I was good at chemistry in high school. So yeah, chemical engineering. I chose the University of Waterloo because it has a very special program which allowed me to work and study throughout my career. So I studied here. I've been here for almost 5 years, and so the thing was like this. So you would study 4 months, and then you would work 4 months. So you would have an internship, and then you would go back to university, then study there for 4 months, then work again, study work. So by the end of the 5 years, actually 4 and 8 months. So at the end of the 5 years, you would have 2 years of working experience. So that's actually really cool, which doesn't happen in many programs. Like that's mandatory. If I want to graduate, I have to have this experience. Yeah. So for some universities, that's something more voluntary, and you can try to get a job when you have free time. But in Waterloo it's sort of mandatory, and they give you the chance. They actually help you get a job. So yeah, that was the main reason for me choosing Waterloo. In the second picture is just, I think this was the first time I traveled, or the second time I traveled to Canada. So it's just me, my mom, my dad, and my sister in the airport. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, so there's another picture of me and my friends from the leveling course. These are all GAR students. These two were my teachers, English teachers, and yeah, I was here. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't that fat, but I don't know what happened with my hair. It was, anyways. So there's a picture, and that was sort of a sneak peek of my life as a GAR student. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not saying anything.
No,
Mauricio?
it's correct. We can hear you very clear. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Just let me know if I'm going overtime. I'm just gonna start talking.
No,
Um,
it's okay. Remember that this space is for you guys, so take your time to talk. No problem.
okay,
Here we don't
cool.
have a specific time for anything, so just take your time. All right?
All right, yeah, cool. So for first year, I don't have a lot of pictures. I had to get these pictures from my friend's Facebook page because yeah, I just don't like pictures. So this is what I could find. So this is during orientation week. So as you can see, there's a math because there was a math section for the university. So we were all engineering student, I think. What's up? Yeah. So there you go, Ileana Sasabel. I I forget what she's studying. She just graduated, by the way. She's graduating this term. So apart from her, everybody else was an engineering student. So there's me again. I don't know what happened with my hair, but yeah, whatever. Um, okay, that was orientation week. Um, First year was actually really intense, I would say. It was um, it was a time for me to realize that I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, and that I wasn't as sometimes I would think that I wasn't as capable as everybody else, which is a feeling that I've learned is very common for first year students and pretty much for any type of university students. So yeah, it was a hard time, especially because, well, I think I managed my time really well because I did three extracurricular activities. Apart from school, I would join the music club. I would volunteer to teach Spanish to some students. So I would do that once a week. And this is my favorite thing. I joined the theater club. So yeah, like I think it was the first month. We had this club week or whatever. So I learned about this theater club. I am a very bad actor, but I've always wanted to try it. So yeah, so they got my picture taken for the play. So there were a lot of participants. By the end of the term, we would have to perform in front of some people in Waterloo. It was in the city. It was not part of the university. So we would go to downtown Waterloo and we would just perform there for people. I don't know, for whoever wanted to attend the play. So the play that we were, which there were only three people there, was called Parasites, and it was written by this guy, Arman, cool guy. We have Nape, we have Colby, and there's me. So yeah, it was a dark take on university life, like the whole play. So it was this guy would play a first year student who was struggling with mental health, and guy would be sort of his imaginary friend. And I would play the joyful international student that would try to cheer him up. But yeah, it has a dark end. And it was definitely fun to to perform, and it was definitely fun to rehearse. So we would gather every week on Saturdays, I think. So we would just try to rehearse for an hour or two, and it was all during the term, and I had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was a sort of a way for me to get away from all this stress from the class. Um, yeah, one thing I could say for first year is that I even thought about switching programs. Like, I was so scared that I would fail and that I would just prove to be a failure overall, that I was actually looking to switch programs, try to get into something else, trying to I convinced myself that I was not good enough and that it was because of the program. And so I would try to look for another program. And I actually thought that maybe I would do better in the arts program. So back then I used to enjoy writing. I used to write a lot. I used to write short stories, usually fun stories. Now not anymore, not that much. But yeah, that was something that happened. I was about to, and then that was during the maybe half of the term, and yeah. But then I took the exams, like the midterms. So those were 2 months into the term. So I took the exams for math, chemistry, all those engineering courses, and I did fairly well. So I studied on my own, and I think I did fairly well. So I that sort of gave me reassurance that I was in the right place, and so that sort of gave me hope. So yeah, yeah. Well, by the end of first year, I we performed the play, and it was good. It was all good, and I don't know. That's all I have to say. I don't know if you have any questions.
Well, more than questions, I think we want to express our our gratitude to you because you are such a talented student. As I told you before at the beginning, you are a very talented GAR student. So we are very, very proud of you guys. We can see that our GAR students are studying around the world and they are doing their best. And wow, it's really fascinating to see that you love the arts and also you have been teaching Spanish. Wow, that is something really, really interesting. So congratulations, and we can continue.
Okay. Okay. So that was my first term. It wasn't actually the first year. It was just my first term. So okay. And then this is one of the things that I was talking about is that for this university we have we have work terms. So we have study terms, which are for 4 months, and then we have work terms, which are also for 4 months. So as you can guess, we don't really have vacations per se. Like, we don't have like 3 or 4 months just away from school and do whatever you want to do. Like, no, it's we have to either be studying or working, or studying or working. Like, that's how we roll. So yeah. Well, this was my first work term. It was so being a chemical engineering student, I was hoping to get something more related to my program. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you get experience in your field. But yeah, it wasn't easy for to get a good, not a good, but something related to your field for your first term. At least not for me. So yeah. Anyways, so the work terms we usually call them co-op terms. So yeah, this would be my first co-op term. I was working as a boys cabin leader. So it was just a summer camp, and I was just a camp counselor there. And every week we would have new campers, and I would just try to take care of them, try to do fun stuff. Yeah, it was a really great experience. I don't know. So in this picture, in the first picture, I'm just playing a game for the campers. I'm just trying to, I don't know, push all these cups with this balloon, and Yeah. I don't know. You can see that I'm taking this very seriously, and I think I won this game. I don't know. We also have here in this picture. So this was towards the end of the term. It was basketball week, so there to cheer them up. So these guys were, and I'm just there wearing a weak clown with my clown hair. Yeah, it was I. One of the best things from that experience from that work term is that I could wear pretty much whatever I wanted. Like I would be wearing anything like the entire day. So yeah, so it was fun. Anyway, so we have a picture here of the campfire. Well, it's not a campfire anymore, but so the fire pit. So you have these benches, and every night we would sit around the campfire, and we would just start singing songs and just playing games or whatever. It was a really nice experience. I wish I had more pictures. Um, but yeah, okay. So here again, as I was saying, we could dress up as whatever we wanted for the entertainment of the kids, and it was always fun to dress up as women. Not because, well, it was always fun because there's a contrast, you know. So we were all the male camp counselors, and we would just pick up some dress gigs, and we would just go. I think for this one we perform a dance. We improvised a dance. So yeah, it was really good. So just in case, this is me with a wig. Um, and then I also love to play the guitar, and that's also one of the great things from this experience. It allowed me to play the guitar almost every day. So for the campfires or for any activities, it was a religious camp, so we would sing a lot of songs every day. So that gave me the chance to sometimes play the guitar for them. So this is just one of the performances that we did. So I was there with my guitar. We were singing a song. These two were my cats. So I would just take care of them, just try doing them, and be fun. um, yeah, it was a really, really great experience. It happened during the summer in 2017, and one of the great things, another great thing, is that I would live in the camp, so I didn't have to pay rent or pay for food. I would just live and eat there. I would spend 4 months, oh, actually 3 months, almost 3 months there. Um, yeah, it was a really, really interesting and fun experience. One of the best experiences I've had so far. Um, yeah. So this was my first working experience. Hope you liked it.
Wow, it's really, really
Anyway,
interesting, Juan. Yeah, wow, it's really nice that all the things that you have told us. Yeah, it's really nice um, to see that you love to act, and that is I really like those pictures, and also the picture with the guitar. Well, that is something really, really nice. Congratulations, Juan, and we have a question here. Probably Juan, from your experience in theater, which role has been yeah, we can say the most challenging for you? Yeah, which yes, the most challenging is yes. Which role has been very, very challenging for you? I don't know if you have any. I don't know. One day you had
um,
to.
okay,
Uh,
so,
uh
so
Yes.
which role? That's a good question, I think. Um, well, I just played that guy like at university. Like my idea was to continue to act and to continue with that club, but then I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it anymore because I felt that I had to focus more on my studies. But anyway, so answering your question, that role specifically demanded me demanded me like if I were an actor, like demanded me to be joyful and to be happy most of the times. Like my resting face is not joyful. It's sort of like this. It's like thinking face. I don't know. Don't really do much of thinking, but that's my resting face. So I'm not usually the joyful type of guy. So for that role, that's reminding me to be joyful all the time, like try to be cheerful and try to be happy, be fun or whatever. So tough. I remember, yeah, I remember that in order to do that a little bit easier for me to act was I talked to the writer and the director, and we just came up with new traits of the character. We added a few lines, we took some lines out, so yeah, it was easier for me to act. It was more natural for me because again, I'm not a good actor. I don't know, but but yeah, definitely. So if you ask me what characters I'm not good at playing is joyful type of characters, because yeah. But okay, thanks for the question.
All right, thank you for your answer,
Okay,
Juan. Uh-huh. And Juan,
all right.
probably I don't know, maybe have you forgotten your lines, and have you improvised any role maybe when that happens?
Um, Not really. Like for the play, like we spent like 4 months rehearsing that. So by the end of the term, we knew all the lines. So there was not much of a improvisation. I gotta say that for when I was a camp counselor, like here at a cabin boys cabin leader, I we improvised a lot. Like I did a lot of improvisation with the guitar. We would come up with songs, and we would just actually wrote a few skits, like which are short plays for the kids during the summer. I wrote like 4 or 5. So and besides, I would always try to come up with fun stuff to do, or just fun things to say. And there was a lot of improvisation. So it's usually always better in the natural environment. Like yeah, that's what I would say. And it's definitely always better in Spanish. At least back then, way back then, is like I would make a lot of grammar errors in English, but they were pretty understanding with me because I was an international student, and they were all really nice people. So yeah, a lot of improvisation here. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I may continue.
Yes, sure, you can.
So this second co-op term. So this happened after during my second year, I think. So I worked as a chemical technician. It was more chemical engineering related. So I worked at a lab in Canada, and yeah. So I tried to gather some pictures. There's not a picture with me in it, but yeah. So the main tasks would be just to run experiments on a daily basis, to record data, and to later analyze the data and present the results to my supervisor. That was pretty much it. So in this picture, for instance, we have an oxidation column, which, as the name suggests, is just to oxidize the sample that we have here. So we have this reddish sample, and we would just bubble oxygen through it, like it was just bubbles of oxygen through it, so we can just try to oxidize, like promote this oxidation reaction to happen here. I forgot why we did that, but yeah, that's something we did. Then we have in this other area, he was just trying to mix some the solution that we had with some, I think it was iron. So we just add iron here and here and here in different quantities just to perform different studies, like how the concentration of iron affects the solution. I forgot again. I forgot what we wanted to do that. Why we wanted to do this. So yeah, one of the experiments that I might remember a little bit, and I have some pictures of, is this one. So we had this solution, which is a cobalt solution. It had a lot of, well, not a lot, but some cobalt, and we have to separate the compound from the other stuff. And one way of doing this was just to play with the pH of the solution and try to precipitate some of the compounds and just to leave the cobalt alone there. So I think that is what was happening here. So we have the solution here. We added something. I forget the compound that we added, but we added something, and it turned this purple color. And with this, after filtering it, so we have a filter here, so we could actually get the solids, which would contain cobalt in it. So this is one step of the separation, and we get to more pure species. Yeah, so this happened in 2018, I think. So almost 3 years ago. Oh, more than 3 years ago. So this was during the winter of 2018. So it was 4 months I worked there. And yeah, I have to say, like, for every internship, like, students get paid for that. So because it's an internship. So yeah, so it is a really good way of making money while studying. So yeah, I recommend if anybody is looking for a university, like Waterloo is really cool. It's really great. Yeah, that was my second co-op term. I don't know if you have any questions.
Well, again, we want to congratulate you because you are such a great student. Well, and thank you so much for sharing part of the internship that you have done. That is something really interesting, and the process of this solid as well. Wow, very very interesting. We always learn something new from our special guests. All right, you can continue, Juan.
All right, so this was my second co-op term, and my third, which is, I think, my most special time in Waterloo, happened during my third co-op term. So I was working at the University of Waterloo. This time I was a WIF TA. So the WIF TA is just undergraduate teaching assistant. So what we did as a students, we would just help the professors with first year engineering courses. We would prepare review sessions for exams. We would sometimes grade their exams. We would help students with any questions that they have. So yeah, it was a really great experience for me. Let me see. So we have the first picture here. Right here, I was one of the WIF TAs for chemistry, for chemical engineering, pretty much. And I had two partners. So we have Sunny and Sarabi here, and there were a lot of other TAs there. So this happened so this happened in 2018, in the fall of 2018. So from September to the end of December. So yeah, so my daily routine would be just to get there at 8 a.m. and sometimes we would leave at, I don't know, 10 p.m. at night. So we'd work in more than 12 hours a day, sometimes like more than 10 hours, 12 hours. It was really, sometimes it would be exhausting, but it was really good. It was really, what's the word? I forgot the word. Whatever. It was really okay. It was really rewarding for us because we felt, at least I felt, that we were doing something good for other students. Like we were helping first year students with their courses. Because first year is sometimes, well, it's almost always the hardest time of our life. So it's great that universities like the University of Waterloo have this kind of programs that they hire other students, like upper year students, to help first year students with their courses. So yeah, because we were in their position, we were in their shoes, and we had all their same concerns about life. So we sort of had the experience to help them. So yeah, one thing that we did, well, just so the first week we had to make these posters. They're not, I mean, they don't look okay. They look awesome. So I drew this slash kind of looking. Yeah, so this is sort of, I was trying just to draw a slash. I'm not very good at it, but yeah, so inviting people, inviting students to come to our offices to ask for help, or to, yeah, or just to talk about their student life. So we were there for them. Of course, we had some training to do this. So we had some training in terms of teaching, in terms of helping students, and in terms of all the resources that the university provides for them, so we can guide them a little bit better. Yeah, so one of the other things that we did was we had to hold review sessions, or review sessions or help sessions every week. So I was in charge of there were Waterloo that were taking chemistry. So the course was called CHE 102, Chemistry for Engineers. So there were like about nine engineering programs that would take this course, and it was arguably one of the hardest course, like towards the end of the term for them. So we had some TAs for that. So I was in charge of the mechatronics engineering students, and also the architectural engineering students. So a week I would have, I don't know, like 3 help sessions, probably. I think, no, actually more. Anyways, more than 3 help sessions, and which I would just go over the concepts that they were studying at the time. So if they were talking about gas laws or Rowe's laws or Henry's laws or whatever, I know, like electrochemistry, all that stuff. So we would just review the concepts, go over some practice problems, and just try to help them with the topics and everything. So this last picture is from one of the help sessions. This is actually one of the best things that, I don't know, somebody have ever given to me. So this happened during a help session. I was this my mechatronics students class. So it was during a help session, and I noticed one of the students was sleeping. So I would just stop the help session. I would just go behind the student. And I would just go like that, like, because it would look cool or whatever. And by the student, they would just give me this thank you card for, I don't know, if I did a good job, then this would be a proof of that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends. I love all my students, like my mechatronics students, my architectural engineering students, and also my chemical engineering students. I work with them a lot also. So yeah, it was a great experience. I wish I could have the chance to do that again, maybe. So this is why at some point in the future I would like to be a professor or a teacher at a university or high school. Yeah, so that's one of my that's in my plan of life. So yeah, I don't know if you have any questions.
Well, that sounds really, really interesting and really, really nice. Thank you so much for sharing that with all of us, Juan. And we are completely sure that if you continue teaching or in the future you become a professor, so we are completely sure that you are going to be an excellent professional because you have had previous experience on that. All right, very good. I don't know if you have something else to share.
Yeah, okay, so the rest will be quick. Let me just go over that real quick. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to focus on this a little bit more. Then to my next co-op experience, this happened. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I worked as a process engineering intern. So this was at a plastic manufacturing company. It was called Savic, and I don't really have any pictures, so I just included this picture of my class. Yeah, this was towards the end of the second year, I think. I'm right here, always in the back. But anyways, so yeah, nothing much to add here. I worked as a, I don't know, just worked with Excel, trying to report problems with the production, trying to suggest new ideas, suggest changes for in the plant. It was a really good, really technical experience, but I wish I had pictures to show. But yeah. Um, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this for my fifth co-op, I worked at another company. It was a chemical manufacturing company. So I worked as an operations engineering intern. The company was called Solvay. So this was in Niagara Falls, and yeah, this just shows some of the tasks that I did. So there was this task that we had to analyze and calculate like the flow rate of air through some pipes in the tank system. So I had to go out in the plant, just try to get the measurements because we need the size of the pipes to calculate I don't know, friction losses or pressure drop for that. So yeah, so I did this drawing to help me. I think it's called isometric piping drawing, or I don't know, but yeah. So one of the things that I would expect some engineering student or some engineering graduate to do on their daily basis, maybe. So we have so engineering is about making assumptions and just to work with what we have. And if the assumptions are too, if the situation is not so ideal, then we try to make less assumptions, try to relax the assumptions that we make. So yeah, so engineers make assumptions to make things easier. So yeah, so for instance here I just outlined like there were several methods to calculate what we wanted to calculate. So method 1, method 2, method 3, right here we had some formulas. And yeah, it all depends on the things that we have, on the computing power that we have. And yeah, so this is just the results or the calculations. And yeah, it was a really great experience for me. This happened after my third year, I think. Yeah, so I finally got something really technical, really into the chemical engineering field. I worked for 4 months, and it was during this happened in 2020, I think. Yeah, just when the pandemic and all the stuff started. Actually, no, it was towards the beginning of that, but yeah, from January to April, I was working there, and I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I had the chance to apply some of the concepts that I learned in school, so that was cool, and I made some money. So yeah, that's that. And then my last co-op term, I was working as a chemical research and development assistant at a company that would manufacture foam for the cars and for the seats in the cars. And yeah, so it was pretty much just running tests every day, trying to again gather the results, present the results, and trying to analyze what's happening and give recommendations to my supervisors. And I don't really have a picture, but I took the picture one day on my way out. So it was late, and it was a great sunset. So I just took a picture, and yeah, and that's it.
All right. Wow.
I don't know if you have any questions.
Now that picture is really fantastic. Really nice.
I know. Thank you.
Very good. Excellent. Wow. I really like those colors. Yeah, I think it was the best shoot. Yeah, or the best. I don't know. Probably it's the best place. To take a picture like this. Very nice. Let me tell you something. When I was studying abroad, I really liked these colors in the sky. They were really nice. So that is an unforgettable experience. All right, perfect, very good. That is
Okay.
really nice. Mm-hmm. Very good. That is a really nice shot. All right, perfect. I don't know. Do you have something else to share?
Not really. So should I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Juan. Well, we really enjoyed all the information that we really appreciate that you shared with us this important information. And we have here a question for you. Yeah, one of our fans is asking through our WhatsApp group, and he's asking how challenging can studying in Canada be for an international student, specifically for an Ecuadorian student. And the second question is, which subject has been the most challenging for you?
Okay. Well, it's definitely challenging, especially for in terms of the language. Because at first I was always thinking in Spanish, and it was always hard to, like, you would spend some time trying to translate what the professor is saying into Spanish, and then trying to translate what you want to say into English. So yeah, I would say that was the first thing that you have to be careful with, like the language barrier. That's a thing. It's also challenging because what didn't happen to me that much, but I understand that's a real issue, which is the homesickness. Like when you travel abroad and when you're studying abroad, like you miss your family, you miss your friends in back in your home country. So that's something that can really affect your performance, I would say, in school. So so yeah, but apart from that, it's not really that challenging. Like it's not that different for national university students. The thing that you have to keep in mind is that you're not supposed to know all the answers all the time, and you will sometimes have a lot of questions. You will sometimes have few questions, but pretty much everybody in your class will feel that way at some point. So it's something that I had to learn, and it was really hard because most of the times back in first year, I felt like I was the last one in the class, like I was the only one that was not understanding anything, and I had to go. I didn't ask for help though. That's another thing. Like you should ask for help. Like your professors are there; they make a lot of money to teach you and to help you. They're always willing to. Well, most of them, they're always willing to help you, and you also have your teaching assistants, your TAs. So they are paid to help students. So you should take advantage of that. Um, but yeah, but if you don't do that, you then have to spend a lot of time on your own trying to read the books, trying to read the material, trying to go over the problems that they solved, and that takes a lot of time. So so yeah, like I think like many of my friends, international students, they have succeed. They are succeeding. They are doing great, and it will always be like this. Like first year, first term, it would be difficult, and then it supposedly will get better. So yeah. Um, okay, so one subject that was specifically difficult for me. Okay, so probably my first year. Um, okay, well, I have two subjects. So the first subject was chemical engineering concepts. Like I was the introductory. Well, that was the first course that we got for chemical engineers. That was CT 100, and the first half of the course I was not getting it. So I blamed the professor. I shouldn't do that, but I blamed the professor because the second half we switched professors, and it was great afterwards. But anyways, so we had the midterm for that course, and I got the lowest mark, and I almost failed the midterm. I got 50% of the on that exam, and the average for that exam was above 80%. So I was really behind. I was struggling in that course. Um, so what I did for the second half was just study. I studied a lot. I was practicing problems all the time, and yeah, yeah. So for the final, I did way better, and yeah, it was good afterwards. But another course that I was struggling a lot was biology. So we had to take bioprocess engineering, which wasn't bioprocess engineering, was biology in first year. So yeah, I didn't like it. I it was a lot of memorization, and I realized I don't like memorizing stuff a lot. So it was a lot of memorizing the parts of the function of different things like cells or whatever. I don't even remember now. So yeah, there wasn't a lot of calculations, which is something that I don't know that I usually feel comfortable with. So it was a lot of memorization. So I didn't do well with that course. That was the most challenging for me. But yeah.
Yeah, well, yes, 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 yes. There are some subjects which are very, very challenging or a little bit hard. Yeah, but not impossible. All right, that's correct. Very good. Difficult, but not impossible. Okay, thank you so much for your question to one of our fans in our WhatsApp on our WhatsApp group, and also thank you so much for your answer, Juan. Very good. All right, Juan. So now let's continue with the third part of our interview. So now, Juan, we have here some pictures and we are going to ask you some questions, all right? So here we go. The first picture is this. And the question is, why is this picture very special for you?
Okay. Well, I already showed this in my presentation, but this is special for me because it just shows me is just an example that I can be actually happy. Like it's something that most students or most people can struggle with, like in terms of doing what they like to do and doing what they feel they should be doing. And this is just a picture of a time where I would just try to the make somebody else happy, try to make somebody have fun. Like in this case, it would be a lot of kids watching us and laughing, and yeah, so we did something crazy. Well, we thought it was crazy, so we just dressed up as women and actually as princesses. It was not just women; it was princesses. So yeah, we would perform. We would dance afterwards, and we would dance with all the kids. Yeah. So after we improvised, actually, you were asking about improvising. So we improvised a dance for that, and I don't know. Somebody was playing some music, and we're just dancing and with our dresses or whatever. And then after that, we would just dance with the kids. Like it was actually a really big thing for the camp. Like performances don't usually get out of hand, but in that case it got out of hand, so we just started dancing with everybody else. And yeah, it's special because of that, because I feel that I did something good. I was entertaining people and I was happy at the time, even though you cannot see my face is not that happy. It was actually I think I was in character. Like my partner here was starting to dance with me. I was like I don't know, hesitant to dance, but anyways, it was fun. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. All right. And the second picture and the same question for this picture. Why is this picture very special for you?
Okay, well, then again, this just shows like the beginning of one of the best times in Waterloo, which, as I said before, was when I was a teaching assistant. I worked with first year students. I helped them with their courses, chemistry wise, and yeah. So this we did this in the first week of the term. So we had to start there a week before everybody else, like all the students got to university. So we prepared this. My drawing is this of slash in a lab coat and with some flask here. I don't know, with some chemical. I don't know, but the aim poster was to try to invite them to come to us, just trying to tell them to hey, if you have problems or if you just want to talk to somebody else, or if you need advice on something, you can contact us and you can visit us, and it's okay. We're also students. We can help each other. It's like So yeah, it just represents like the beginning of a great semester, of a great term at the University of Waterloo. So yeah, great time, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, now the last question is, Juan, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Okay. So okay, first of all, I think that it's one of the few pictures that I look okay. Like I'm not really what's the word? Photogenic, is that a word in English? I don't know. Like I don't
Yeah,
usually look good in
photogenic. Yeah,
pictures.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the word,
so
photogenic.
so this picture is I've had it since 2018 on like on my profile on Facebook because I look okay. and and yeah, that's the first thing I think. Like, yeah, I don't look so bad here. The second thing I think about is that, well, I have my family there. Well, my mom, my sister, and was with them. I took this picture in Spain. I went there for a month, I think, so just to visit them. And yeah, well, my dad is missing, but yeah, so it was a really good family time, really good picture, and I look okay. So I'm just gonna I'll probably keep it for, I don't know, for 5 years. I usually do that. Like whenever I look good in a picture, I just post it and just keep it there until the next miracle happens and I don't look that bad. So you know. So yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you so much. And a special greetings to all your family and the audience in Spain. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show as well. All right, and now it's time to play. Juan, we are going to start with the first game. And hide the picture. So as you can see there, you have nine numbers. You are going to choose three numbers in total, and I am going to give you three clues. The idea of this game is to unhide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. All right. So let's
Okay.
begin. Can you choose the first number, please?
6.
Number six. And the first clue is this is one of the most visited places around the world.
Okay, I should know this. Uh, okay, well, people will make fun of me because I really suck at this. Is it in Peru?
That's correct.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I'll just okay. Can I choose like number three, just to be sure?
sure. Okay, there you are. In fact, this place is located in South America, specifically in Peru. That is the second the second clue.
Okay. Okay. Can I get number 4?
And that's right. Okay, there you are. So yeah,
Okay,
this
just
is
give me
located.
number 5 again. Can I get number 5?
Well, the last clue, it is located in Cusco, Peru. So,
Okay. I mean, okay. I'm
what is
gonna say a name, but I'm not. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna risk it. People will make fun of me probably because I've always mistake these things. Okay. I'm gonna say it's a place called. Oh my god. Is it Machu Picchu? Is that a thing?
that's correct? Yes,
Oh, okay.
Machu
Okay, that's a
Picchu,
thing.
Peru. Yes, there you are. Yes, in fact, this is one of the most visited places around the world. It is
Okay,
located in South America, in Peru, specifically in Cusco City. All right, there you are.
cool.
Excellent. Good job.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so now let's continue with our second game. Okay, so let's share the second game. All right, our production assistant is working hard today. All right, so let's see. All right, yes. Okay. All right, yes, I think yeah. Okay, so there you are, a wheel. The wheel is divided into several sections. Each section contains two options. I am going to ask you some questions, and you can choose only one option, or maybe you can answer, and you can say both or neither, and you have to tell us why. All right? So here we go. All right, Juan, the first question is, which place do you prefer? A mountain or an island?
Okay, so if it so if it was about surviving, I would choose a mountain because of the maybe of the availability of resources for me to survive, like drinkable water from rivers and probably animals for food or fruits from trees. Whereas in an island, I don't know, I imagine just a very few trees or things that, and it's surrounded by salty water. So yeah, it's very slim my chances of surviving there. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So a mountain. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let's continue. All right, Juan, our next question is, which activity do you prefer, reading or writing?
Okay. So I think it depends on my I don't know my humor, I guess, and the state of my mental state. Probably, I would say that I enjoy reading more. I would say, yeah. So there was a time I would read. I would always be reading a book, and yeah, there was actually a time where I would read a book in 2 or 3 days. Like I would read hundreds of pages every day, and I would have a lot of time back then. So yeah, I enjoyed reading a lot, and there was also time that I enjoyed writing a lot. I would try to write at least I don't know 1 or 2 pages every day. But yeah, it really depends on how motivated I am to do that. I remember last time I wrote something for fun. It was at the beginning of this year. I wrote like I don't know. I spent a day or 2 days writing a lot. I wrote like 5 or 10 pages, and yeah, it was just for fun. So yeah, I would say that I was inspired. But yeah, but if I had to choose, I would just go with reading. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue. All right, Juan, our next question is, which social network do you prefer, Facebook or YouTube?
Um, yeah, definitely YouTube. I would say. Yeah. So you can find like any type of videos there. You can pretty much do whatever you want there. Like you can watch whatever you want there. And in Facebook, it's sort of more aimed to aimed for you to share your stuff with other people, and to which are usually your family or friends. So you can't really share everything that you want to share. I don't know, because maybe your parents would see that or whatever. I don't know. So I would say, yeah, YouTube is better for the wide range of possibilities there. You can watch tutorials on playing the guitar, or maybe tutorials on physics or engineering or whatever, or just music videos, or even movies sometimes, like which is not legal, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's continue with our next question. All right. So our next question is, which activity do you prefer, singing or dancing?
Okay, definitely singing, because really I'm really awful at dancing. Like I am not able to dance like at all, and it's really frustrating sometimes. Most of the times, like yeah, yeah, that's one of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest concerns of my life. Like I cannot dance, and I come from a Latin American country, so I should be able, for some reason, I should be able to do that, but I can't. So I would just go with singing, which I'm not good at either. So, but I'm still better than at singing than at dancing. So yeah, singing.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with the last question. All right, and here we go. All right, Juan, our next question is: which sport do you prefer, soccer or chess?
Again, that depends on several variables, like the weather or how excited I am. I don't know. Like if it was a sunny day and I had some friends here, I would just go with soccer because although I don't enjoy watching it. Like I'm not really a fan of any football team or soccer team or whatever. I don't really like watching sports on TV. I think I enjoy playing it. It's been years since I played any sports. Pretty much, I'm really, oh my gosh, I'm really sedentary. Is that a word? Like I don't do much. No, it's not sedentary. It's like no, it's sedentary. Yeah, like I stay at home. I don't do a lot of stuff, exercise. I've gained a lot of weight. Well, that's something more personal, but yeah. So soccer, I would say.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And now it's time to play the last game. Our last game is called Let Us Know. All right, so let's wait until our production assistant share the game. All right, I think we are done. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, all right. Let's wait a little bit. All right, in the meantime, let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in the USA. Thank you so much. We have a good audience over there in the USA. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We really appreciate your messages. Thank you so much for your kind support as well. Okay, so and also, we want to send a special greetings here. We have a special greeting to Patty Rangel. She's studying in South Korea. Thank you so much, Patty, for your support, and thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show over there. Thank you so much. We have another special greeting to all people, all GAR students who are studying in Scotland and in the Netherlands. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate that. Okay, perfect. And also, we have a special greetings to Lourdes Simbaña in Spain. She's the fan number one on Masterpiece Show over there. So thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. I think we okay. Let's see until all right something happens there. Well, in the meantime, remember that if you need help for your thesis, if you want to practice English, or if you want to know a little bit more about linguistics on applied linguistics, so remember that Class Pro is a good option for you. And also remember that if you want to work as a volunteer, remember that the Yanapana project is a good option for you. So this is very interesting. Yanapana project is working against malnutrition in Ecuador. So they are offering many services, and all the funds that they get through these services, um, well, they use these funds to buy food for poor people, for poor families here in Ecuador. So this is a very altruistic project. So if you want to be part of the Yanapana project, remember that you can get more information on the social media site, on Facebook, Instagram, and well, you will have the chance to be part of this wonderful project. I don't know if we are ready with with the last game. Let me see if now our production assistant is, well, he's going to confirm if it is ready or not yet. Okay, well, he says that something is is not working well, yeah, with the game. So in the meantime, let me see if we can continue with the next questions. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So now, Juan, our production assistant, is learning English, and he wants to practice some English with you. All right. So he will be with you in a minute. So please, let's wait a little bit. Okay.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Yeah, I'm. By the way, I'm part of Janapana as well. Like I'm one of the volunteers. Just, I don't know if you knew that. So yeah. Okay, so while we wait for them to appear, again, as Mauricio was talking about, it was Janapana. It is one of the best things I've learned about. Like they aim to help people in Ecuador, and by teaching Spanish to English-speaking people around the world, both especially in Canada and the United States, and also English to Spanish speakers. So yeah, like all the money that
Hello, Juan.
is into families in Ecuador or whatever. Yeah. Hey,
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Like, sorry, what's your name?
My name is Fernando. Okay, I
Okay,
have two
Fernando.
questions for
Cool.
you.
Sure.
Okay, the number one is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Okay. Where? So I'm hoping I'm still in Ecuador. Like, yeah, I don't see myself living in another country. At least not now or not in 10 years. I hope I can be in Ecuador working, doing what I want. Like, hopefully writing, publishing books. I don't know. That would be great. Publishing books, playing music, also doing some engineering work there, and yeah, yeah. Like if you ask for the location, I would just want to stay in Ecuador, maybe Quito. I don't know.
Okay, very interesting. The second question is, what country would you like to visit and why?
Which place do you want to visit? Like what country?
What country would you like to visit and why?
Okay. So not usually. I'm not. I'm not actually into traveling a lot. Like I'm not. There's not like a lot of places I want to visit now. I would love to visit a lot of places in Ecuador. Like I would love to go to the Galapagos Islands, and I would love to go to the Amazon rainforest in Ecuador and many places in Ecuador. But if you ask me for a country, I would say that maybe I want to visit Cuba. Yeah, Cuba. Cuba, whatever. Like I would love to visit Cuba at some point, just to see what's actually happening there, just to see what's going on, and I feel it would be a very good experience. Yeah, just to learn about different things. So yeah.
Okay, very interesting. And the final question is, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
Three wishes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, sure. Should have prepared for this. Let me see. Okay, so if we're talking about things that could be achieved, or they could be more, I don't know, less magical or whatever. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about something more normal. Okay, so my first wish is that I would love to be able to sing. Like I enjoy singing, but I'm really bad at it. So I would love to be able to sing. I would love to be able to dance. Dance, yeah, that's something also good. Yeah, so that would be two wishes. Third wish is that uh, I don't know. I would. Okay, so let's say something. It's more of a cliche, but I would love to end world hunger. Like, yeah. So I don't. I wouldn't want to live in a world where there are kids, there are children, or young people who die on a daily basis because they don't really have food, or or they don't really have access to water, or things like that. So yeah, I would like to end that. Um, so yeah, those are my three wishes, I guess.
Okay, thank you so much for this interview, and good luck and never give up. Thank you so much, Juan.
Okay, okay, thank you so much, Fernando. Okay, now I'm here alone again. So yeah,
All right. Thank you so much, Juan, for your answers. Well, Fernando is practicing, is learning English, and he wants to practice English with you guys. Okay. Thank you so much, Juan, for
yeah,
your answers. Okay, perfect. Let me see if yeah, the production assistant says that yeah, now we can play the last game. Yes, it's ready. Okay, so let's see. Okay. All right, there you are, 15 cards, Juan. You are going to choose five cards in total, and here we are going to ask you some questions about the things that you like or the things that you love. Okay, so let's begin. Can you choose the first number, please?
sure. Seven.
Number seven. And the question is, what's your favorite color?
Okay. Uh, haven't been asked this since I was a kid. I used to say that my favorite color was red. So so yeah, let's go with red.
Mhm. All right. Do you like the red color for clothes, for everything?
Oh no no no! Like in general, like if we're talking about clothing, I would definitely go with black.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very good. Okay, so let's continue with the second card. Okay, okay. Let's see. Can we continue with our next card? Let me see. Something is happening again with the. Okay, our production assistant is working on that to fix that problem. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Okay, just let's wait a little bit, Juan. Sorry for that. Okay, I think it's ready now. Yes, please. Can you choose the second card, please?
Okay, 11.
Number 11. Okay, and the question is, what's your favorite singer or band?
Okay. So my favorite band would probably be Guns N' Roses, probably, or the Beatles. Like one of one of the two. My favorite singer would be okay. So there's a very good rock singer called Miles Kennedy. So he's awesome. He sings all the notes. Like he has a very wide range, vocal range. So yeah. So yeah, I would say my favorite singer Miles Kennedy. Favorite band, either the Beatles or Guns N' Roses.
Okay, perfect. Let's continue. Okay, can you choose the third card, please?
Five.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Okay, who is your favorite actor or actress?
Yeah, I should have something for this. Okay, so I used to say that my favorite actor was Will Smith. I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like he's a great personality, and he can always make any role like very enjoyable for the viewer. Like there's a lot of good positive energy coming out of him. Used to say that I don't know. I'm not not really into films right now. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Will Smith.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay. Can you choose the fourth card, please?
Number 9.
Number nine. Okay, and the question is, what was your favorite subject at primary school?
Primary school. Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. Probably probably was math.
Mhm.
Yeah, math. Let's go
Okay,
with that.
perfect. Math. Perfect. Very good. And can you choose the last card, please?
Okay, 14.
Number 14. And the question is, what's your favorite song?
Should definitely know that. Uh, well, again, it really depends on the mood. Let me see if I can get some ideas. I don't know. I have my phone here. Okay, so most of the times I would just say "Sweet Child of Mine," like from Guns N' Roses. That's always good to hear. But if I can say another one, I don't know. There's a song by there's a Spanish songwriter singer. It's called Joaquin Sabina, and one of my favorite songs is probably the one named 19 días y 500 noches, which is really just beautiful. So yeah, I would just go
All right.
with those.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Thank you so much for your answers. Okay, very good. All right, so Juan, we are almost done. So now it's time to read all the messages that people send us to our Facebook live chat. So here we go. Belén Matavai sends special greetings to Andivisa Producciones. An excellent interview. Thank you so much, Belén. Patty Carwa says, welcome, Juan. It's nice to know a little bit more about your projects. Congratulations. Okay, thank you. Patty Carwa says, congratulations, Andivisa Producciones. Very good job, Mauricio. Keep on going. Okay, and our support for you. Thank you so much. Patty is the fan number one on Masterpiece Show. Fernando, incredible interview. Really nice. Experiences. Congratulations. Well, Fernando sent you. Well, Fernando, Patty sent you some nice stickers here during this live session. We can't see it, but then you can check them out in the comment section. All
Okay.
right, and and the last message. All right, it's really nice to see you, Fernando. Keep on going. Congratulations, you are our pride. Okay, very good. So thank you so much. And let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show right now. Special greetings to Erica Torres. Thank you so much, Erica, for watching Masterpiece Show. Special greetings to Diego Nunez in Ibarra. Thank you so much, another GAR student. Thank you so much, Diego, for watching Masterpiece Show. Juan Sebastián Santamaria, thank you so much, Juan Sebastián, for being part of Masterpiece Show. Adrian Yachapaxi, another Yachitech student. Thank you so much, Adrian, for watching Masterpiece Show. Milton Rene Bravo, thank you so much, Milton, for watching Masterpiece Show. Thank you so much, Belén Matavai, for your messages. Elias Salguero in Guayaquil, thank you so much, Elias, for watching Masterpiece Show. And Pari Carwa, thank you so much for your stickers and also your messages. Thank you so much. All right. So, Juan, we are done. So, if you want to say your last message or if you want to send a special greetings to someone, now you can do it.
Um, no, the last message is just thank you for having me, and just hi to anybody who's watching this. Um, and yeah, being an international student and being, especially being somebody with a scholarship, it can definitely be hard sometimes. And you might feel that there's not a lot of that you are not in the right place, and yeah, you might be, you might not be, but anyways, that's life. Like, you make mistakes, you make the correct choices or whatever, but it's just a path that you have. That's just your path, so it's something that has to happen, so don't feel bad about yourself. Definitely life is good, I guess, overall. So just keep on going, and yeah, be happy. I don't know.
All right. Thank you so much for that message. And thank you so much, Juan, for being here in our show. Thank you for sharing your inspirational story with all of us. And thank you so much to all people who were watching this show. Special greetings to all our audience around the world. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And before we close this interview, we want to send a special greetings to our sponsors. Thank you so much to Class Pro. Remember, if you need advisory for educational and social projects, Class Pro is a good option for you. The Class Pro offers you training for standardized tests and also document translations, academic consultant services for your thesis, or if you want to improve your English, or if you want to learn a little bit more about linguistics and apply linguistics. So Class Pro is the best option for you. Remember to make the appointment in advance. There you are, the cell phone number, and you can contact Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number one, store number 105. There you are. Class Pro offers you solutions for educational and social projects. And thank you so much, Yanapana Project, for being part of Masterpiece Show. Remember, if you need Spanish or English tutoring, Yanapana offers this service for you. And also, it offers document translation and academic consulting. Remember, if you want to practice your English or your Spanish, Yanapana Project offers you the chat room, and the price is very, very reasonable. If you want to get more information, remember to follow them on social media sites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And remember, you can get more information to be part of this wonderful project at www.janapanaproject.org. Okay, thank you so much to our sponsors, and thank you so much to our special guest, Juan. It was a really, really nice interview. We truly enjoy it, and we hope to have you here in our show very, very soon again here. Remember, this show is for all of you guys. Thank you so much, Juan.
All right, thank you, thank you.
All right, so he's Juan Mendoza, and definitely his profile is a masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Remember to join us next Thursday. We are going to have another very special guest at 8:30. And remember, on Saturdays, we have our special show at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, Juan. It was a pleasure to have you here in our show. Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank you so much. Bye.